And a lot of the songs that you write, some say they're gloomy.
Right.
Is that because of your influences? I mean, you like horror films, you like writing comics that are a bit dark.
I think a lot of what's on our records is the truth, and I think that people would like to think that well, that's gloomy, I don't want to listen to it. You don't have to, that's cool. But ultimately, there's really positive things on those records, and that's the ultimate goal of especially Black Parade. It's a very positive record.
And I want to ask you about the Black Parade. The announcement itself was a bit controversial at one point, just for the first few minutes. You had the announcement of the title of the album. Then you had this announcement right before the show, the one-off show, that My Chemical Romance will not be performing tonight. Instead, it'll be replaced by the Black Parade. Then the crowd's there again. Can you tell me about that? I only read it, so I don't know what.
Yeah, no. We knew we were going to do that going into it. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of like we're big fans of like rock theater and like glam as far as like David Bowie and Queen, and that moment was really cool because nobody knew what the Black Parade was. We were able to keep it a secret, and we were able to perform as the Black Parade. And there was a lot of bummed out people at first. It was a lot of fun.
I'm gonna ask you some simpler questions. Favorite song on the album?
Probably Mama. I think it's the one song on the record that forced us to change the way we looked at making songs for the record, and it was just so expressive and creative and new that's what we loved about it. And
what does your inspiration come from? I mean, is it different for each song, or do you start? What's the starting point?
I'd say it's different for each record. Each record has kind of like a theme, and then like musically it'll draw upon certain influences. Like classic rock was Black Parade. I think 90s kind of like punk rock, like bands like Jawbreaker, was what inspired Revenge, and Bullets was actually inspired, I think, by kind of like the Misfits and like At the Gates and Iron Maiden. So so by the time we were doing Black Parade, it was solely like classic rock influence.
Right. Okay. A couple last questions. Darkest moment in your life that you wish would never happen again? At a point when.
Well, I think ultimately you have control over what happens and doesn't happen again, as far as probably. I mean, obviously being addicted to drugs and alcohol, but that wasn't even really that big of a problem. It was just a problem that I kind of stopped before it became a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was if that was the worst it got, then that's fine.
Yeah. And collaborations. Any particular artist that you would love to work? Rihanna, maybe?
I really love Tom Waits, and I mean, I think he'd be amazing, but I really like Robert Jordan, too, who did a play with Tom Waits called The Black Rider, and I think something like that would be ultimately really fun to do a play, or to do the music for a play.
Awesome. So I've got to close this thing off, but any last words about performing in Indonesia? It's your first show here. What do you expect?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're expecting it to be amazing. Every single show on this tour has been amazing, and we're very lucky to be here, very excited to be here, and really just can't wait to do it.
And Indonesia's very excited to have you here. My phone's been ringing off the hook ever since they found out I'd be talking to you. So good luck with the concert, and hope you have a great show and enjoy the rest of the tour. Gerard Way will be back. This is LA Lights concert with My Chemical Romance and the Black Parade. Let's be double peace.